Hello and welcome to day two of the Inner Child Healing Live training. So nice to be with all of you. We're having all kinds of difficulties all the time when we're running our business, and today my website is down. But there are still other ways for me to share the link for registration for those of you who haven't registered for this training yet. Another thing that's pending from my side is to also share the exercises and the slides with you from yesterday. And that will happen tomorrow. We'll share it all at once. Yes, so we'll do that. And that will go only to those who have registered, not to everyone else. But really nice to be here with all of you for day two of the Inner Child Healing Live Training with me, Namita Purohit. I'm a life coach, and I base my practice on Eastern wisdom and Western psychology. I have a certain signature method of coaching through which all those who come to our Self Mastery Academy, whether that's silver, gold, or platinum plus, they get coached by that method. Whether it's through just online courses with the Ease GPS that tells you exactly which course to do depending upon your situation. That's the silver tier. And if you want silver, you want courses plus you want group coaching calls. That's 4 calls a month. That's with gold. And those who want, in addition, want one-on-one coaching. That's platinum with Team Ace coaches, and then platinum plus is with me. Uh, I'd like to say that there is no life coaching program like ours, which has courses and group calls and one-on-one coaching all together, because we really care about you. And there's so much massive value we're giving. If people compare what we give to what they get, today somebody wrote to us that, oh, I'm going to look for a therapist. Yeah, go for a therapist. But our coaching method is at, we work with people at 4 levels. I saw my team responded to her. We work at 4 levels, which is the energy, the body, the mind, and your spirituality. Yes. No counseling program helps you with that. No coaching program helps you at all levels. And therefore, our students make much faster and much deeper and much lasting transformation. And I'm so excited that we're able to get silver back. I'm so excited about this whole East GPS thing, where you're getting stepwise as to which courses to do for your situation, whether it's wealth creation, whether it's your career, whether it's your communication, whether it's recovering from toxic abuse, whether it's inner child healing, sexual abuse recovery, emotional wellness, physical wellness, so many different things. And something happened here. And how you can work at all levels and get to a much faster level, a much faster place in your own healing journey. I've been to therapists myself for my own inner work and healing many years ago, 2008 to 12. I was off and on seeing a therapist, and I thought they were good. I learned a lot, but it wasn't that I didn't know stuff after they taught me. Like, I learned from them and I understood stuff, and it wasn't that after a while I understood stuff, but it wasn't that I didn't know how to do stuff. It was just that something in my inner circuitry was not working, and it needed more support. And therefore, I went on my own journey to, create a holistic program for myself. I studied a lot. I went to different teachers, learned a lot, and whatever I learned in my healing journey of working at your body, your energy, your mind, and your spirituality, the BEMS, is what I'm sharing with all of you. And we did a marathon of creating around 25 courses of guided meditations in the last 1 week, me and my team. And we're going to do many more such marathons. We were on the sprint for 2 weeks. We do an agile system of development for all those who are in the software world. And we finished it. And now the next sprint is going to be more focused on the marketing for 2 weeks. And then again, we get down to further more course creation, because we have at least 20 more pending courses to create, because we want to give so much value to all our members, whoever joins our programs. Yes. So I see here we have Shivani Agarwal ji, Rakshita Raut, Muskan Mehra, Anil Agarwal, Priyanka Patil. Rakshita and Muskan, thank you for your comments yesterday, but I couldn't read because my throat had given up. But I really appreciate your kind comments, and I hope that everyone else read them. So thank you for being here. I also wanted to invite you. I was thinking about it as I was getting into this. Since you're students of Self Mastery Academy, if you'd like to be live tomorrow and share your experiences with everyone, so that my throat also gets a little bit of a rest. So just let me know if you're available, and we'll try to plan something over email. Yeah. And we have Adari Varshini, Priyanka Patil, all the way from I believe she's in Sholapur now. Welcome, and you've been our life coach certification certified life coach, and you're vouching for the fact that our program is different, right? East coaches, our program is different. Yes, and we're here to serve the world. So let's do a quick review. So this is part of my promotion for the Self Mastery Academy, my life coaching program. For those of you who are looking to work on yourself, and I already talked about silver, gold, and platinum plus, and we're talking about that. This is part of the promotion for that, and as a part of the promotion, we're also talking about how to heal your inner child. And just doing a quick recap of what we covered yesterday. So I'm just going to go and share the screen for the slides from yesterday because today's slides look a little bit different. So let me just get that going so that you have a quick recap here. Put it in presentation mode, yes, and here we go. Yeah, so yesterday we talked about inner child healing. Day one was what are inner child wounds and how do they affect us in adulthood? And today we're going to talk about nurture your inner child. Like, why does your inner child need to be held and heard? Why does it need that? Give it the holding it needs. And the inner child healing roadmap. Tomorrow, that we're going to talk about. And yesterday we talked about 6 different inner child wounds. Of course, there could be many, but just for the sake of the presentation and sake of brevity, we picked 6: abandonment, emotional, physical, all kinds, rejection, emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, and how they could have affected you in your career, in your work, relationships, finances, spirituality, and emotional state. And how do they affect you in your adulthood? You could be acting out of self destruction, self sabotage, perfectionism, physical health issues, low self esteem, relationship issues, emotional regulation issues, etc. And are your parents to blame? No. So I asked you all to check, which one you have and how and etc. And then we also discussed about how your parents are not to blame because they were probably wounded too, and they did what they knew best at that time. That's what they were capable of. And we also have our own karma in action, yes? And we also discussed about who all wants to be a cycle breaker. And the cycle breaker is someone who will understand their own wounds and heal them. And and for that you need to be able to sit with your feelings, your emotions, your trauma, and do whatever you need to help yourself, yes? And then what happens if you do not heal? The wounding continues. You transfer it to the next generation. You become abusive yourself, and I shared 3 different stories around that. And you're unable to live up to your own potential, unable to, difficult to speak your own truth. And I also encouraged all of you to find a systematic program to work on yourself, because this is long term work. It's not going to get solved by attending a 3 day live session with me. It's not going to happen. This requires a lot of deep inner work, a lot of sustained effort to actually sit with your feelings, emotions, and understand how it has affected you, overcome it, give yourself the confidence to be in relationships again. And your own relationship style becomes insecure, so then moving from an insecure relationship to a secure relationship style, healing your body, because all of this trauma is also sitting in your body, and this takes months and months of effort. And that's where Muskan and Rakshita were sharing about their journey yesterday before I had my coughing bout. That yeah, it is deep work and it takes time, and they're still live here today, still trying to see what more they can add to their healing journey, because all of this chips away parts of your personality. And you need to gradually overcome that. You need to become healed and whole again, and that takes a long time. And why would you not invest in yourself? I mean, you're the important person of your life, and you're the one who can make yourself successful, happy, and all of that. So why would you not invest in yourself is a question that I want you to ask. And I do get a lot more. Yesterday, I told you a story about someone told me your programs, silver is expensive, gold is expensive, sent from my iPhone. And it shows me where your priorities are. I'm happy you have an iPhone, but if you could have an iPhone, you can afford these programs as well. And then another lady is like, oh, it's still so, it's too much money. And then she has a Louis Vuitton purse. And then another day I saw her on her Facebook with friends with me. She has Prada sunglasses. Then she Louis Vuitton purses minimum $1,000. Prada sunglasses minimum 300 to $400. You have Gucci dresses and all of that going on. And even if you don't have all of that going on, think about it. You're probably having a dinner with your family out every night, and silver is probably cheaper than that. So again, what are your priorities, and why do you feel that all of this you should just know on your own? But for your physical thing, you can go to a doctor and spend money. So think about that, and whether you join my program or somebody else's program, that's not the point. The point is, what is your barrier in investing in yourself? And of course, my program is the best. We're doing a really good job. This is what we discussed yesterday. And I'm going to stop sharing screen, and I'm going to now start sharing the slides for today. And today's slides are okay. I see Rakshita and Muskan's message. So thank you. You're both available. Appreciate that. It'll give my throat some rest. And then also, you share your experiences in whichever language you're comfortable in. It will help a lot more people. And Priyanka ji, we will invite you as well, but when we're doing the life coach certification marketing so that you can share your experience. Yes. And Vinod, nice to see you as well. Okay, so here we are. Now I'm going to share the screen here. So our discussion today was, why does your inner child need to be held and need to be heard? And like everything, we have to go back to Shastras, and we're going to look at what the Patanjali Yoga Sutras say about that. So I'm just trying to bring up those other slides and bring it up here and put it in presentation mode. And let's look at why do we need to heal our inner child? Yes. I believe you can see my screen. I'm just seeing what you can see. Yeah, so let's look at why we need to heal our inner child. And let's first understand how samskaras are formed in us. Yes, so we're carrying samskaras not just from this lifetime, but from many previous lifetimes as well, right? But let's. I'm not going to talk about the whole and everything and all the trauma in the world and all the trauma you have felt. We're talking specifically about childhood trauma, childhood difficulties that you have gone through. Yes, and now what happens is that when there is an emotionally traumatic incident, when there is some difficulty around, where you were abused, you were invalidated, you were mistreated, you were neglected, and it could be one time, like a big shock, the roof of your head of your house went off, or you were caught in a storm and you got lost. And even that one time, or it could be like a sustained thing throughout your childhood, right? So one time is called as PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Sustained is called as complex PTSD. Yeah. Now, what happens is there are these deep samskaras in the body and the mind indulges in the past. Yes. So what happens is any emotional or traumatic incident that you go through, it creates a mental memory of the incident and the story you're telling to us in your memory palace and your memory album of your life, of your past. It creates an emotional memory because in that moment you went through some stress, you went through that trauma, you went through fear, you went through hopelessness, helplessness, insecurity, betrayal. You went through all these different feelings, and all that gets stuck in your body. The energy of all those feelings gets stuck in your body, and it festers. It's like you have rotten potatoes in your bag, and then there are worms and all these things, and that's exactly what happens to you when that kind of energy sits in your body, and it creates diseases in different parts of your body. Yes. So this emotional memory and this energetic memory, right? So your emotions are sitting there and they're impacting your energy system, and then they're impacting your physical body. So a lot of diseases start forming, and it creates shifts in your personality. You are just unable to be who you truly were meant to be. That one incident takes away parts of your personality. You become a shadow of yourself, and you start having confidence issues and unable to speak, unable to this. Every time you see something similar, I had some difficult people in my life, and then after I, you know, worked on my healing and things like that. But whenever I would still pass by a store or look at anything with branding, a lot of the same names in India, they're everywhere, and I would see those same names in a sweet box, in a sari, shop name or whatever, and I would still feel that jolt of that trauma and all those emotions and all those things in my energy at that moment. And then every time that would happen, I would realize that I still need to do this mental memory, emotional memory, and energetic memory work. Yes. So this is how the deep samskaras form, and it's not that one guided meditation you do one time and it's all done. No, this takes deep inner work, and I'm telling you with experience. And those who are committed, will be the ones who will be free. Those who just like, ah, theek hai, I learned something. It's not a logical thing. Your healing has to happen at all levels. It's not just by knowing. I know a lot of stuff, but there is stuff that I need to process, and I need to keep doing this over a period of time because these things can raise their head again and again. And every time they raise their head, it doesn't mean you've never healed. It's just that a little bit more is left. Some final cleaning is left, and it takes years, it takes time. And when you have help, it's faster. Yes. So now what happens is that when you have past emotional trauma and you have this incident and you have all of these things that have happened to you, you tend to become an overthinker because of those deep samskaras, this fear, this anxiety, and you start to overthink everything so that you don't want to get into trouble. You start thinking about the past over and over again, and that's a sign you're unhealed. Your inner child is unhealed. And you keep taking revenge every time the same incidents come up. And if you're the bold type, you keep trying to like fight that battle with the same people over and over. You didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, and that spoils all your relationships. Nobody likes a complainer. You may be right, but nobody likes being around a complainer. Yeah. And the memory, the more you overthink it, the more you keep repeating it in your head, the memory becomes stronger and stronger. You're reliving it every moment, that emotions. And that whole experience. It's not like one time in your head, you're reliving it like 100 times. And imagine the impact it's having on your body every time, right? It's a new thing every time for you. Your mind gets very, very distracted. You're unable to think. Your whole substrata of your consciousness is completely disturbed. Your body is disturbed. Your energy is disturbed. So you're unable to focus. Your root chakra is messed up. Your solar plexus is messed up. Your heart chakra is messed up. Your entire energy system, your prana is messed up. So how can you think clearly, and how can you'll be a ball of anxiety forever. And it affects your spiritual growth, your sadhana, and you carry it to the next life, right? So these are the deep samskaras, and this is what happens to you. Now, someone may ask me this question. You're saying that reliving this is going to make, I keep reliving it because it's unhealed. And if I keep reliving it, it creates a stronger and stronger memory each time. So why are you telling me that I need to go back to my inner child and I need to go back and hold it and heal it and relive that incident? So now there's a difference between reliving the incident as an overthinker and thinking bitter and feeling upset and feeling like a victim and wanting to take revenge and all that anger and all that fear and all that helplessness and victimhood. And there's a difference in looking at the same incident, revisiting it, as a loving person yourself to heal it. Yes, there's a big major difference in these two because in the second way, with the way which you're going to learn, you're looking at it in the eye and you're healing it at all of these different levels. Yes, and that's when you become free. But when you keep thinking it over and over again, you're reliving it and creating a memory. But here, when you're reliving it, you're reliving it to heal. You're reliving it to release, and that's the difference. Now let's look at I think the next slide is shlokas. So these are from the Patanjali Yoga Sutras book, which I have started studying, but I get busy. Don't get time to like really go deep and complete. I haven't done much yet in that, but whatever I've read is just fantastic. It's mind blowing, and it gives such a great understanding of the mind and the samskaras. Yes. So here we learn that the mind indulges in the past, right? That's what 1.11 says. And it says, Anubhuta Vishaya Asam Pramoshaha Smritihi. So memory is the modification which takes content from the experience that has not yet disappeared fully. So here we're talking about memory and we're relating it to an experience that has not disappeared fully. Now, disappeared fully does not mean an immature, I want to forget everything. No, it means disappearing fully means releasing the charge that it has on your memory, on your mind, on your energy, on your emotions, on your entire psyche, on your spirit, right? And it says memory is the greatest vritti, and vritti is literally a whirlpool. And a whirlpool is a technical term in yoga meant to indicate that the contents of mental awareness are disturbances in the medium of consciousness. Now, that's pretty way up there, not my statement. I got it from a book. What it means is that your memory keeps making you revisit these unprocessed, unhealed memories, your mind, and you keep going into that whirlpool, and you keep going sinking down in that whirlpool, and that really takes you away from your true spiritual nature, the consciousness, and your true purpose in this human form of life, which is reconnecting with your own nature and reconnecting with your God. So the mind keeps focusing on the past because of this unhealed, unprocessed incident, and then it projects the past into the present. That's what Yoga Sutras are saying. Yes. So you start seeing everything from the lens of the past, because, and then especially when you're unhealed, you start seeing everything from that broken victim, scared, fearful lens, and you make a mess of your life because you've not healed your past. And then you see Vikparyaya, wrong knowledge. As I already said, you make a mess, you see things, and you imagine the future to be horrible as well. And this is not what I'm saying, it's what Patanjali Yoga Sutra is saying, right? So now there are these subconscious impressions in your mind, and there are these samskaras and memories, and they will keep affecting your will to live, and they will keep increasing your repeated cycle of pain, viparyaya, and vikalpa, like what I talked about earlier, right? So don't worry if you can't catch all the Sanskrit, but the point is that you have these unhealed memories, and it's forming this substrata, and the samskara and memories are all formed together. Now, there's a difference between samskara and memory. Memory is about an incident. Oh, this incident happened. The samskara that is there is of trauma, right? Now, unless you heal it, the samskara of trauma remains, and that's how you live your entire life. But when you go back and look at that memory, you heal it. Then the samskara moves from trauma to a samskara of wisdom, what you learned from that particular incident. Yes? So there are these causes, there are these motives, then your action, your speech, your thoughts, everything gets affected by that. And then there's substratum, every thought, every speech, every emotion is coming from that particular unhealed traumatic incident, and then you're making a mess of your life because you're acting out that. And the thing is, when you're acting it out and you are affected by it, and you're angry, you're disturbed, you're anxious, you're depressed, nobody's going to say that, oh, let us go to her root cause of suffering. They'll be like, ye pagal hai. Look at how she's behaving. Everyone, you're not going to get that compassion from anywhere. Therefore, your own healing is very important. And then the objects, it's how you relate to the world. Yes. So now, what is the solution that Patanjali Yoga Sutras give? Is they talk about that in the first chapter, 12th verse, 13th verse, 23rd verse. Yes, and there's full solution. But when I started reading the Patanjali Yoga Sutras very recently, one thing that really stood out for me is that that's this four-step process that we follow. My signature coaching method is actually completely in line with what's given in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. And for me, it was a natural discovery, by really trying to understand and go to the different teachers. Some who help me with my body, some who help me with my energy, some who help me with my mind, some who help me with my spirituality. But it became a natural process of, all of these things coming together. Does credit go to me? No. All our wisdom and everything comes from the super soul of the Lord Himself. But it was a very, 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 very amazing moment for me, where we hear that the soul is Satchidananda, the soul is full of eternality, knowledge, and bliss. And then I realized that yes, this knowledge is there with my soul and your soul and all of us. It's just that when we go deep into it, that it's revealed to us by the Lord and through all the wonderful teachers here. So now, what are the different steps that are given over here? Is that first thing is abhyas vairagyabhyam tanirodha, and Krishna also says that in the Bhagavad Gita, right? Abhyas and vairagya is to control the mind. So first thing is the force, the practice, the dispassion to stop all these things that are going in the mind. So learning how to distract yourself, learning how to be busy in certain things, etc. But Patanjali Yoga Sutras don't stop there. Like a lot of people just want to be busy so that they don't have to revisit all of these things. But the thing is, you'll keep being busy, 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 but inside all of this is still sitting and is still gnawing at you and hurting you and affecting you. Just because you're not letting it come to the surface doesn't mean all that energy is not causing you all your behavioral issues and your health issues and your energetical issues, etc. And stopping you, come on, stopping you from living your full potential, right? So the next thing is what it says is constant practice of intense dispassion. So constantly taking your mind away from those memories. Yes, but that helps, and that can, so things need to work together, right? And then also connecting with the Lord. Yes, samadhi, ishvara pranidhana dva, dana dva. Yeah, so samadhi is attained by worshiping God also. So when one thing is constantly taking your mind away from that dispassionate, stopping the modifications, knowing you're not the mind, knowing you're not this body, knowing you're not this identity, but you're this eternal identity, part and parcel of Krishna, and also connecting with your spiritual nature. And that's the way to pull yourself from the agency of the mind. It's like, I'm not all of this, I'm part and parcel, I have a spiritual identity, I have an eternal goal, I don't know how many lifetimes I've gone through, what all, I need to focus on that. But it doesn't end there. It's not, the thing is, our practices can, even to distract the mind. Sorry, forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. Even to distract the mind, and even to take away your mind from these things, and to focus on the Lord. Sometimes we're not able to do it because we're really rendered weak by all the havoc that these complex PTSD has played on us. And therefore, uh, in 4.11, the fourth chapter, 11th verse, what Patanjali says is, Hetu phala ashraya alambana samgrihi tatvat esham abhave tat abhava. And what is that? Since the impressions, all of these are held together by cause, motive, substratum, and object, they disappear when those deep impressions disappear. Now, what is it in simple language? Uh, we have these impressions, they're held together by the cause, the motive, the substratum, the memories, the energy, and all of these different things. These impressions will disappear. I mean, all of these things will disappear when those deep impressions disappear, the disturbance that is happening to you. And you'll be able to truly connect with who you truly are and live from that true self of yours. Yes? So, now how can we make those deep impressions disappear? Is what we do at ease, is what we teach at ease. And before I start talking about this, I just want to check if there are any questions here. Yeah, so we have uh, Muskanji is saying that yes, this reframe stage is what we teach in the ease programs, is memory release, energetic release, emotional, logical, and we're going to talk about that today. Thank you. Niharika ji is saying my dad constantly neglects me, abuses me. He's a narc. He keeps threatening me to get away from the home. These days he's sick. I feel anger and I feel like disappearing. Yeah, you will. And you need to heal yourself, Niharika ji, because while they are narcissists and they are disturbing, we need to know how to set up our boundaries and how to work with them. And we also need to work on the weaknesses that we have, because of which we get pulled into and we start believing them and all of that. We also have our vulnerabilities, and that's what you need to work upon, Niharika ji. And we have a full program in ease as well. So ease GPS, whether you take the silver, gold, or platinum tier, you get access to an ease GPS. And we have the GPS gives you the exact steps that you need to do to work on yourself at an energy level, a logical level, at a memory release level, and at an emotional level and a spiritual level, to actually heal yourself completely. So right from your chakras to your psychology, to external actions you need to take, and all of that. We have that in the GPS for narcissistic abuse recovery. Yes. So if you want, you can take advantage of joining our silver, gold, or platinum, and you'll get access to those exact steps. I believe they all kind of translate to over 6 months of work that you need to do on yourself. Like, and we've also given you do this course from this time to this time in the Ease program, and then do this guided meditation, and then do this course, and then do this, and then do that. Right. So we have all of that. Okay. And practice constant samadhi. Yes, Anilji, practice constant samadhi. And at least I'm not able to do that because if I'm disturbed. And therefore, I follow this method of energy release, logical release, emotional release, and memory release. And I don't know if we have time for the guided visualization today, but we have the recording of the guided visualization in the Ease GPS and the Ease program, and you can access that over there. Yes, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. So now let's look at how can we make these deep impressions disappear. And we want to first tag the album, sorry, there's a typo there, of past memories, right? Yes. So we have all of these past memories of our life. Uh, and it's like an album sitting inside of our head. Yes. And these memories, they, whenever we revisit the memories, the past memories, they evoke a certain response inside of us. So these memories have been tagged as pain, as abuse, as I want to disappear, like Niharika ji said, and so many other things. Yes. uh, Trauma, abuse, discomfort, insecurity, fear for life, fear for being completely invalidated, fear for going into oblivion. I don't know what, but there's a lot of fear over there in those memories. And there's a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain in those memories. And that's how we have tagged those memories. So when we do this exercise of energy release, logical release, emotional release, and memory release, we're able to untag those memories from the pain to a healed state. So we tell ourselves a proper story about these memories. So when we're talking about energy release, what I want you to do is think about any of these incidents from your childhood where you were uncomfortable. Yes, so we're doing it right now. I'm not doing a guided meditation, but I'm just helping you understand what this is. So think about any of those memories from your childhood which were hard, right? Just connect with one of those memories. Now, where in your body, like just think about what you were wearing, what you were doing, where you were standing, what clothes you were wearing, whether you were indoor, outdoor, what was going on. Now, when you think about that incident and what was happening over there, about how somebody was treating you, uh, go to that memory in your memory album and your memory palace and think about what emotions are coming to that particular child self of yours. What was that child feeling? Yes. And when you are revisiting that memory, where in your body are you feeling any pain? Is it your hands, your legs, your chest, your head? Are your legs, do you feel like you want to run? Do you feel like you want to hit? You're feeling uncomfortable in your stomach? Do you feel like you're vomiting? And so connect with all of that. Whatever is happening to your child self in that particular memory that you're revisiting. Yes. So the very fact that you're feeling all of those things, you're feeling those particular emotions of helplessness, sadness, anger, fear, all of those things, and you're feeling all these changes in your body means that memory has such a strong impression and hold on you, and it's still unhealed, and it needs to be healed. Yes. So now, what can you do to help yourself? So the first thing is breathe in deeply, think about your Lord, and breathe out deeply. And send in good energy and send in the blessings of the Lord you worship. Connect with the Lord, His lotus feet, and visualize yourself being bathed by His mercy. And make sure you send all the nice, good energy, the good prana from your breath, and you're sending it to all those places in your body where you're feeling whatever you're feeling. And visualize what does that dark, dirty energy sitting in your body looks like. And visualize all of that leaving your body through your breath, and you're offering it to the lotus feet of your Lord, saying that I can't hold this anymore. This is tough. Can you please take it? Can you please dissolve it? I really want to live my life properly. I really want to do my duties in my life properly, and I really want to serve you properly. And I know this is my karma that came back to me, and I accept it fully. But at the same time, I want to be released from this pain. So can you please accept all this energy? So breathe in good energy, breathe in the mercy, the light, and let that light dissolve all this dirty energy and expel from your body and go to the Lord's feet because He has the power to remove it. Yes. And that's how you kind of heal some of the energy in your body. The next thing is to connect with the emotions you're feeling and not running away from the fear or the anxiety or the helplessness or the shame or the trauma. Not running away, but actually saying, oh yeah, I'm feeling so helpless in that moment. Just acknowledging it. Oh yeah, I'm feeling so scared. I'm feeling so betrayed. I'm feeling so hurt in that moment. And not with anger, but with compassion that, wow, The child self of mine went through so much all alone. I have so much compassion for myself. Yes. So naming your feelings, sitting with your feelings, and then also releasing the charge of those feelings if it's still left in your body through breathing. And then as you do that, then you gradually also tell yourself the logical aspects of the incident, right? That I know this happened to me and it was really bad, it was really hard, but uh, but I'm an adult and I can heal myself, I can take care of myself. And a part of the healing, the guided visualization, which I'm not able to do fully because of the interest of time here, but is also about holding that child who was feeling so overwhelmed with her emotions or his emotions. And you as an adult are comforting that child and taking care of that child, hearing them out, whatever they are feeling, letting them heal, letting them say, letting them express themselves. All that fear, all that anger, all that trauma, whatever they're feeling, let them hold them, make them sit in your lap, yourself, of course, your own child self, and caress them and give them that nurturing that they needed in that moment, which they did not get. Yes? So that helps in stabilizing, again, the energy and the emotions and the memory as well. So when you heal and hear the inner child like this, then the child feels pacified and healed a little bit. And then the memory is not traumatic, but it's, yes, it's an incident that happened. It was painful, and this is what I learned from it, and this is how I'm going to move on. Right? So then you logically tell yourself, yes, this incident was painful. This was hard, but I have learned how to set better boundaries. I've learned how to trust, be thoughtful about who I put my trust in. I've learned how to understand that everyone has their own limitations and I have mine. And I'm accepting and moving on. So that's how you do a logical release of that particular incident, from a painful incident to a wisdom incident, something that gave you wisdom. And then gradually you move on. Yes, you go on and you take over, and you heal yourself and you keep breathing. And this exercise, you don't do it just one time, you got to do it like multiple times. Yes. So we're doing an energy release because all of these emotions have energy stuck in your body, the incident, the trauma, and that needs to be released. A logical release, you need to reframe some of your inner scripts that you have formed about that incident, about life. I need validation, I need approval, people must be perfect, I must be perfect. We have so many wrong misconceptions that we develop because of different incidents. So releasing all of those as well, seeing those incidents in the proper light, memory release as well, and emotional release. Yes. So that's how you heal that particular memory. So even if you're revisiting it, you're healing it. So then it's not a substrata of trauma, it becomes a substrata of wisdom. And from that, you can help and heal so many others. Why do you think I can understand people? Is because I did a lot of deep work to understand my own self, to understand each and every emotion, each and every incident, to each and every inner script, each and every memory, and worked on healing myself. And because I went so deep in myself, I was able to serve others. And therefore, when people join our coaching program, we make them do all of these exercises on themselves, because the more deep they do it on themselves, the more they can help others. Of course, our coach certification program is not a healing recovery program. If you're looking for that, then join the Self Mastery Academy. And we have a link coming soon here. Mhm. Yeah. And let me know what your experience is. How many of you were participating in a little bit of this understanding of this guided visualization, and share your experience with me. And then I'll go to the next slide. So then you want to follow this, the steps are PGM, which is in constant long practice of bringing the mind to the present. That's P. Intense concentration on God through scriptures, through your sadhana, through understanding your true eternal nature, through association of like minded people. And M is giving proper meaning to those impressions. Tag the album of past memories, right? And which is exactly what we have done. Yes, that's exactly what we did today with these 4 releases. And of course, there's much more deeper releases. I can't do everything on a live. We have a full guided meditation on this, full guided meditation separately on just learning how to hold and heal the inner child, just hold them and hear them out. a full guided meditation on releasing these past, these four memories and giving it proper meaning. Then we have a full course on healing past abuse, certain behaviors that we develop, and how we need to change those behaviors, and so much more. So, all this PGM, constant long practice of bringing the mind to the present, intense concentration on God, and giving proper meaning to those impressions, right? That's important. And connecting. So, and as Patanjali Yoga Sutra says, from that remembering comes the realization of the individual self and the removal of obstacles. My work at ease is meaningless if it doesn't connect people with their own spirituality, and it doesn't help them grow in their spirituality. Because why do we want to heal ourselves? Why do we want to release all of this? Why do we want to come to a healthy emotional state? Yes, so that we can do our duties properly, so that we can do the activities of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Yes. So my efforts are meaningless if they don't help people connect with their own spirituality as well. Because I'm not here to just help people to get better so that they can enjoy in a very deluxe version of life. Yes, you do that, I'm happy for you. But I would really like all my students, all my clients to go deeper in their spirituality, because that's really the realm in which you can heal and you can grow. So all our programs are geared towards that. um, Niharika ji, my website is down. I did mention that, but this link is working. So if you want to understand the program, sorry, I am not very good here. Yeah, so this is the link which is working. So don't my main website. There is some issue that I've been trying to resolve the entire day. I'm still working on it. But the link here, Niharika ji, is here on the screen as well. This link works. And maybe I'll just make it a little easy for you to go there also. So let me see. I'll just share that link and I'll share screen. I just want to first show you, uh, and we'll go over this tomorrow, but I just want to show you all the stuff that's there in the Inner Child Healing Program that you have. Yeah. So when you go to my website, like when people become a member, they get access to all our courses at once. We used to have a drip earlier, but now you get all courses at once. And we've added, as I said, so many new courses in the last few weeks. So now what the GPS is that you select what you want to work upon, right? So you select inner child healing, and then it shows you all the courses you need to do for inner child healing. So you have a heal your father wound guided meditation, heal your mother wound guided meditation, a lot of guided meditations, root chakra guided meditations. Then you have a course on healing your mother wound. You have a course on healing your father wound. You have a course on, because after all of this wounding, we develop very insecure attachment style and we kind of mess up our adult relationships also. So this is to help you come to a more secure attachment and relationship style yourself. And then this whole course is dedicated to healing and recovering from abuse. Just guided meditations don't help. You need to do those four steps, and that's what you learn here. And then eventually, you need to learn how to love yourself. So you have like a full 8 week program for that and a guided meditation. And we're going to have heal from past trauma, another guided meditation here as well. That's coming up soon. So this is how systematic we are. And when you join the membership, the silver tier is $75 a month, and in Indian rupees, it's 490 rupees a month. That includes 18% GST. For gold, it becomes 12,744, where you get access to all of these different courses. Like, say, if somebody wants to recover from narcissistic abuse, which is Niharika ji. Yeah, so I'm just trying to pull up the courses for you. So you get various guided meditations. You also get Ho'oponopono. You also get to recognize so much more. You get to recognize that 9 signs you're in a toxic relationship, understanding your own vulnerabilities. Now, we can't leave our father, we can't leave our mother, we can't leave our spouse, and so many different considerations. So, now how can you thrive while being in a toxic relationship? There's a full course on that. And then examining your attachment styles, recovering from past abuse, and everything else that was there in inner child healing. Yes. So we have such a curation happening here, and when you join the program, you actually get a steps. Like, this looks like, I don't know which one to do first. There's too much happening here. But when you join the program, you actually get the steps. Do this course first, then do this guided meditation, then do the second course, and do this from week 1 to week 2, week 3 to week 4. Like that, you get that journey and you're able to do it. So, having shared that, just maybe I should go here and I'll just share another, because I know my website is down and I am working on fixing this. That's it. That these are the challenges and the great fun challenges of running your business. When you think everything is working fine, something has to collapse, and stuff collapses a lot. So now I'm going to share another tab here. So the link that is on the screen and the link that's in the chat is here. And this is what my program looks like. So even when you sign up here, you get a free 4 questions video training also. You can sign up, and I have my videos here telling you what those trainings are about. When you join this program, you're not confused about the next step in your life. You're not confused about the step you need to take. You're not lonely anymore because you have this huge sense of community, and Rakshita and Muskan would vouch for that. And you get to overcome your mental and emotional blocks, gain clarity, confidence. You kind of turn the focus back on yourself. You go in selfie mode for some time, and you just go deep down, and you get away from everything, all the distractions, and you work on yourself. And what makes us different? We combine Eastern wisdom and Western psychology, and ease is ease. I want to bring ease to your life, but with emotional awareness, spirituality, and personal excellence. Yes. And then you have a GPS. So you get the GPS steps to whatever you're trying to grow in your career, you're trying to grow in your education, you're trying to get better at relationships. You don't have any trauma, but you're just trying to figure out how to get better at relationships. You're trying to work on your health, you're trying to work on emotional wellness, you're trying to grow your money, you're trying to become a law of attraction manifester. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show you that. My team didn't have it live yesterday. I think they have it live today. They told me. Let me see. Law of attraction. If you want to become a master manifester, we have about 6 courses for that now. What do they do? Yeah, see? So you have law of attraction foundation, manifest your relationships, manifest your health, manifest your wealth. Well, what to do when law of attraction is not working for you. And then you also need some guided meditations, because law of attraction is not going to work until you've cleaned up your own energy and removed all of this trauma and all of these things from your body and change your thought process. So yeah, if you want to build law of attraction, so now I'll just share, go back to the Ease Academy thing. And here you have, yeah, so these are some of the reviews here. We don't have all the reviews because we have a lot of reviews, but now we've created some posts, and we'll be pushing out a lot of reviews on social media. So here are the membership tiers. You have silver, and you have gold, and you have platinum. So I think gold is like top value, because you're getting the courses and you're getting 4 group coaching calls a month, which is like really worth a lot. The group coaching calls are with team East coaches who are very accomplished people in their lives, and they are completely trained in these methods. They are the top students of our East Coast certification program, and you get access to a community where your questions are answered. Yeah. Uh, I mean, if platinum is too much for you, though, I think it's like the fastest thing, best gift you can give to yourself if you can go for platinum. That's one-on-one coaching. It's just fantastic because they're giving you a personalized solution exactly that you need. So you don't have to sit and do courses. You're actually sitting with someone who's there to actually give you the answers and help you heal and help you grow. You can't do that. Look at gold, because you get everything in the GPS. Plus, you get group coaching calls. So you have a place to ask your questions. After you're doing the courses, you have questions, you have a place to get your questions answered by coaches. Yeah. And if you just want to do silver, that is good too, where you get all of these courses. I mean, me and my team, I mean, we've put in a lot of energy in making it useful, and we have total Pesa Vasool company, and our some of our students who are here can vouch for that. We give you a lot more than what you're paying for. And just think about how much time and energy you would spend in your medical bills, because if you haven't healed yourself, you are going to get all of these different traumatic things. A lot will happen to your digestion, a lot will happen to your elimination, if you're women, to your periods, so much more, right? And in the silver tier, you get access to this courses library and the GPS, like what I showed you. And we're going to continuously, the students who are here can vouch for it. We are on continuous improvement. We keep adding new stuff, we keep doing new stuff, and we keep doing things to add more and more value to your life. Yeah. So you get all of that, and you can know more by clicking. And then when you click no for silver, already described the GPS here, so we don't have a no more. You can buy it in rupees or in dollars. And this is a monthly fee, so you have access to the course library and the community and the calls and all of that, depending on which membership tier, till you remain a member, right? And each of our courses are like $150, $200. Guided meditations themselves, some of them are $99, some of them are $47, and you get access to courses worth thousands of dollars or lakhs of rupees all at once. And you can just do it at your pace with the steps and the guidance that we're giving. I think it's value for money. You actually save a lot more than when you would visit a therapist. A good therapist would cost you between, and I'm talking about rates from like 4 years ago, anything between 4,000 to 5,000 rupees per session. Good one, a good therapist. And still, they would only deal with your mind. They would not be dealing with your body, your energy, and your spirituality. So the solutions will not happen fast, and they will not be holistic. But here you're learning not just from the courses, you also have a community, a supportive community in silver of people and like-minded students. In gold, you also have a community and calls where the coaches are answering the questions in the community on the calls. And in platinum, you have a one-on-one coach in addition to everything that's there in silver and gold. And I think it's the biggest bang for your buck. And I say this with pride, a pride of service, that there is no other coaching program I know that educates their clients through courses. Um, because they want the client to be dependent on them all the time. But here we're educating you through courses so that we become redundant in your life, so that you learn the principles and you don't ever need us again for the same issue. You may come to us for a different issue, but you don't ever need us for the same issue. If you come to keep coming to us for the same issue, we haven't done our job right. Yes, and me and the coaches that we have on the team are all from a place of service. We really care about this work. We really care about what we do. We're very passionate about serving people, and we're all spiritual minded as well. And that's where we come from. So yeah, you can get through more details here. This is gold, this is platinum and platinum plus. Um, sorry, I am, yeah. And then, I put this note at the end, and like 1 year from now, you will wish that you prioritized your goals and joy. You will wish you had accomplished your vision. You will wish you were pain free. You will wish that you had worked on your healing and thought patterns, and you'll wish you had listened to your heart and joined today. So be the person who makes your own wishes come true, and not the one who lives with regrets. I don't think you will have any regret if you join the program, and leave the doubts away, focus, and say yes to these, say yes to life. We also have an FAQ here, which all your questions are answered. And when you click the buy now buttons for India, it takes you down right at the bottom of the page, and where you can select the plan you want and you can start your subscription. And for US people, it's gold is, I mean, silver is $75, gold is $145 per month, and platinum is $3,600 for 6 months. But you get everything in platinum, yes. And when you click buy now, it takes you to those buttons. And for gold and silver, because we have no more, so then you can go and know more details here. And when you click uh, I want more ease in my life, it takes you to the payments. And you also have a yearly option in the US. I mean, those who are paying in dollars. Oh, silver is not enabled. I guess we have to just enable it. But you have the gold yearly subscription. So if you pay for that, you save kind of, I think it's gone to the wrong link. Just hold on. When you pay for gold, I mean, yearly, you save for 2 months. So when you're paying for 12, you're getting 12 months of membership, but you're actually paying for only 10 months. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I think something's wrong with the link here. But anyway, we'll fix it. I want the platinum. Okay, we'll fix it, but that's okay. So just stop sharing. And today we talked about uh, um, today we talked about how why your inner child needs to be held and healed. We talked about that from the point of psychology. We talked about that from so many different students sharing their experiences here. We also did a demo of trying to do some of the releases, and we also talked about it from Patanjali Yoga Sutras and how the ease method is exactly what's described in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. And we feel very, very grateful that we somehow landed in that area, and we're able to serve you in such a scripturally authentic way. It gives confidence to us as well. So looking forward to serving you all. Yes, Anil Agarwalji, platinum is for 6 months, and I really feel I can serve you better when you join the program, and there's a lot happening. And also silver is good as well. Muskan is saying is also good. Both of them were in silver tier and they learned a lot. They did a lot of inner work on themselves. So whichever suits your budget and needs, do that. It's just that when you go onto gold, you get a little faster than silver, and when you're on platinum, you're like at super speed because you have a coach. You have coaches working with you. But again, do what works for you, but do something. Invest in yourself. While I know we like fancy clothes and purses and things like that, and I'm not saying you shouldn't have that, but what I'm saying is this investment is going to be of bigger value because you're going to be happy. You're going to be able to live your potential. You're going to sleep better, and you're going to have better health, and so much more. So, looking forward to serving you inside. Um, and seeing what we can do for you. Yes? Okay, so then tomorrow we're going to talk about a healing roadmap. So, yesterday we talked about what is the different kinds of wounds that you can have as a child, how they affect your personality. Today we talked about the need, the necessity for holding that inner child and taking care of that inner child and healing it and hearing it out and how this thing. And tomorrow we're going to give you a full roadmap of the steps you need to take. And these steps don't end in like one life coaching session here online. These are, think about all of these as like your initiation or your introduction to the concept. Healing is much deeper work, and that needs time. So we'll share a roadmap with you of what all you need to do. Okay. And hopefully I'll try to connect with Muskan and Rakshita over email, or why don't you all send us email on the official email address? That's where I prefer email. So send us email over there, and we'll figure out a way to connect. Be live at 9:30 p.m. IST tomorrow, Sunday, which is 11 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so some more announcements. I'm hosting a Ease Family Meet lunch in Mumbai on April 22nd. Um, the link will be shared. My website is down, but the link will be shared again. I'll share the form link separately. And I'll be in Pune May 12th for lunch. This is the first time I'm making the announcement here. So I'll be in May 12th, Pune. I'm thinking of driving from Mumbai, meeting you all for lunch, and then coming back home in the evening. So doing that, and then June end is when me and a couple Team East coaches are planning to be in Delhi around the last weekend of June, and we're going to be doing a 2.5 day workshop, and then repeating the same workshop in July, mid-July in Bangalore, and then repeating that workshop in different cities in the US, which is right from New York, New Jersey area to Atlanta, Dallas, maybe, Bay Area, and Seattle. And then there's a conference I want to attend November, and it'll be like be like first week of November by Seattle. By the time I reach Seattle, and then after that, if we have enough interest, then I can come to London and do a workshop, and then go to Bangkok for the World Hindu Conference, and then come back to India. But it all depends on how many of you are interested, and how many of you want these trainings, and how many of you want that whole in-person experience. And we look forward to serving you. And there will always be some special favor for our existing and past Ease family members, because we love you so much and we're all part of the same Ease family. And look forward to meeting you all in person. It was really a lot of fun in Bangalore. And now I'm excited about meeting people in different cities also, and doing in-person stuff, because there's a lot. I'm more active, and I'm actually a much better teacher when I'm standing and talking to people. Here, I just keep looking at the camera and trying to give you my best energy. But I know I'm at a 200% level when I'm in person, and I used to do a lot of those till I got really busy with creating a lot of this back-end stuff for ease. So I'm all excited about this travel and these workshops, which I used to do in the past. So looking forward and seeing you around. Bye bye. And focus on your healing. If you don't want to buy my program, get into somebody's program and work on yourself. Do some deep inner work. This fly by night YouTube stuff doesn't work, because you're looking at the entire YouTube video and then you're like, mera question kab aayega? Mera number kab aayega? And you're like, acha, at the 56th minute, this particular question of mine was answered. And then it's so distracting. Because you're like watching a video and then something else pops up and then something else happens. But when you sit through a systematic course and a systematic program, you're actually sitting with all of these different exercises. So we explain concepts to you, and then we give you inner work exercises to do, along with support and guided meditations and so much. So please invest in yourself. Yes. And see you, and bye bye, and see you tomorrow. Okay. See you. Thank you for being there each day.